Greetings again from beautiful Stillwater, Minnesota. I know you guys love to hear from me, but let's face it, these dogs are not gonna walk themselves. And I don't honestly get to sight all that often anymore. So today, I reached out to one of my coworkers, Dane, to find out what he's working on and hear about some particular challenges that he's having on this site.
Hi, my name is Dane Marvel and I'm a systems engineer with Signify and I program a lot of Dynalite. I'm currently in New York, headed to a large project. So the project I'm currently working on is 67,000 square feet here in Manhattan in New York City, and I want to share an interesting scenario with daylight harvesting and partition sensors. Here in New York City, a room with floor-to-ceiling windows like this requires daylight harvesting. However, because this training room has partitions and daylighting, it poses a particular programming problem. So the challenge is that I have to control each area separately and combined, and daylight regulate each space separately and combined, all while integrating with the building management system using BACnet. We can go about this in one of two ways. I can assign the devices into one large area and assign a join value in hex to each group of luminaires. As you can see here, 0x01, 02, 04, 08, and so on. And for control, I can send different commands to control each half of the room or join bits using the inputs I receive from the dry contact, or DLL-I80 here in the middle. Unfortunately, this scenario won't work since I'm integrating BACnet for the building management system to control area presets and receive temperature set points, but BACnet doesn't transmit or listen to join messages. So instead, I have option number 2, which works just as well. I have the same 2 separate areas drawn out. Each area has 4 logical channels of control. And during the day, each area has a sensor designated to regulate the 4 can lights by the window. When the partition opens, I link both areas together using area linking like this. This area gets linked to this one, this area gets linked to that one. And the magic behind this is I'm using a base link area, you see here in blue, that encapsulates both areas. And when I send a command to the base link area, it will transmit to the 2 areas within it. The unique challenge here is that if I link both areas together without doing anything else, the 2 daylight regulating sensors will conflict with one another. So what I do is I strategically chose the sensor with the most daylight and disabled the other one when the rooms are open and need to be controlled together. And it works great. Now, in order to get this daylight harvesting zone to work together and the sensors not conflict, I have this sensor enabled to daylight harvest the row next to the window, and this sensor right here disabled so that there's no conflicts. When the partition gets closed again, I re-enable this sensor so both sides work independent from one another once again. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this short demonstration of this unique Dynalite system, and I will see you in the next one.